Loading. There we go. Okay, good. We are live. Oh, wow. You can really see how grainy my camera is. Let me get that out of the way. It's evening this time, so more relying on light. Here's a bell notification, sometimes registering one day later, sometimes registering before a live stream starts. Yeah. Alrighty. So I have this going. Not many people showing up. I'm not expecting as many people this time. Good morning, Shimmer. It is evening for me. I put for my posts when putting the times, I put Eastern Standard Time just because that's the one I'm used to, since that's the since I'm from Ontario, in Canada, that Eastern Standard Time is what's normal there. So that's just the one I'm used to. So that's what I just, yes, well, Fenos time travel is sick. Most of the time when I Skype my family, it's Sunday evening for them and Monday morning for me. Oh, it's 7:01 where you are, Shimmer? Nice. Yes, it is 8:01 p.m. here. Chinese Standard Time. Essentially, I'm doing a second live stream for an AMA, is just because there were some people who were like, oh, I won't, like, for my first live stream, they're like, oh, I'll be asleep. For some reason they couldn't make it because of time zone shenanigans. So I figured, hey, let's do another one. And for my schedule for live streaming, just have it fluctuate, for morning for me, and then the next time will be evening the day before for me, just so each one interchanges 12 hours apart. So more people can actually see it, because with these live streams, it's literally just to, hang out with you, talk with you, and all that stuff. I'm not making these in hopes of becoming a YouTuber. It's mostly like these videos are to connect with you guys in another way, because interestingly enough, I when it comes to talking to other people, when it comes to texting, I'm very, very shy. When it comes to talking with my voice, just out loud, hi, blah, 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 I'm a lot more open. It's a lot easier for me to talk to people if I'm using my voice, if I'm like actually talking. It doesn't mean that I like phone calls, though. I'm not the biggest fan of phone calls, but I'm better at talking with people, face to face, or, talking when I can use my hands, when I can emphasize with my voice and stuff like that, just because with texting, I don't know, I just get super, super shy. And, I know some people, like, there will be people who will message me asking for advice, or, just have a random question. Tumblr's great for that. You can ask anonymous questions, and I get a lot of questions on there. And it's very easy for me to put on like a public figure face, like a hi Cora, a public persona face. Hi. And just answer the question like that. Just sort of like there's that barrier there. But no, get off the Okay, I'm gonna actually move you, but yes, Cora. But when discussing my comic or giving advice or answering questions, there's that barrier there. I'm a public figure, not a private person. There's that wall there, and I can answer whatever you need fairly easily. But when people message me, they message my comic page or whatever, and they're like, "Hey, how's it going? Sleep well?" I'm just like, it's just like terrifying when people talk to me like a person and not a content creator. I get so shy and anxious. But of course, if like a casual acquaintance comes up to me face to face and asks me that question, it's a lot easier for me to answer. But yeah. So yeah. It's just yeah, if you become a YouTuber even with like 100,000 subscribers, I feel that's still a private figure. Yeah. I don't know. It's for me personally is if I put, you know, I have quite a few followers. I don't have like massive amounts, but I have a good amount. Definitely not even close to 100,000. Oh my goodness, not even close. But I do feel like I'm a public figure, and it's just sort of I have that sorry. Again, that wall, that mask of public figure. Honestly, I think I can pinpoint kind of when that happened. And back originally, I would like if you follow me on Facebook, there was a time that I'd answer questions and comments and stuff from my personal Facebook account, but then I stopped. I started answering with my comic page, um, and I stopped responding to fans messaging me personally, or I'd tell them, please, if you want to talk to me, please message my comic page. And it actually happened when in the comment of one of my comics this a while ago, someone asked me to friend them, and I said, I'd rather not. And they kept going, please, please, please. I'm like, no, like I'm not going to um, friend you. Yes, Shimmer. My comic is on Pinterest. Yeah, I post there, and other 400 followers there, but I gained those very recently. But yeah, is this person kept on asking me to friend them, and I said no, but you can message me. And honestly, I probably shouldn't have said that because they did message me, and they talked about some pretty heavy topics like abuse and death. And, I'm like, maybe you should talk to a therapist about this. And then they start complaining about their therapist, how terrible. And after that, I'm like, I stopped doing anything on my page with my private account on Facebook. It was suddenly there were now two of me. There was the private me and the public me. And basically what happened was, if anyone messaged me privately, either my anxiety would shoot up and I would not answer. I'd be too scared to. Or I would say, hey, if you want to message me, please do it like my comic page on Facebook. And it's just sort of, just having to figure out where to put that barrier and all that stuff. it can be really tough. What is too standoffish? What is too, not standoffish? But is one thing that I've had to learn is the hard way is you need to have two of you. There's the private you and the public you. Yeah, not a whole lot of people showing up, but I honestly didn't expect that. According to Facebook's analytics, which is, I figured that most of the people who'd show up for my live streams would be, people in North America in that time zone. But you know what? I'm happy to, even if barely anyone shows up, I'm still happy to do this for those of you who have. It's just the only difference is I need to figure out what to talk about, because if no one has questions, I just have to keep on talking. But yeah, just if anyone has any questions, feel free to ask. Feldor Grimm, yes, Aspie's rule and Autistic's rule, I know they're the same thing, but hey, yeah, how about I ask you questions? I will need to ask, why did you start following my comic? I can ask you that, and you can answer, because I know that some people started following my comic because they themselves are autistic, or because they suspected they're autistic, or they had a family member who's autistic, or they just just sort of that Michael Everett, wow, now when did I find your comics? When did you find my comics? Do you know? Do you remember? It's been around for 2 years now. Yeah. Michael Everett must have been a friend sharing something. Yeah, I'm so happy to see that, like, my comic does get shared around a lot. Like, I remember on Facebook, you could see how many people have seen my comic. On Facebook, I can see that. And I remember in the past, like, if I got 1,000 people seeing my comic, it's like, yeah, this one's great. This is doing awesome. It's when it gets above that it's like, oh wow, like my Blue Bucket one, the one about the Halloween Blue Bucket. It's been seen by over 90,000 people. It's my most popular comic, and just absolutely blew my mind. Well, Finos, I don't remember how I found your comic precisely, but it was on Tumblr. I know it was on Tumblr. I need to look through what comic was the first one I saw. Shimmer, I started. Yeah. I've had people, read my comic and be like, oh no, is it crashing? No, why must you? Why must you think it's a little glitchy? All right, give me 1 second. See if anything helps. Come on. Come on. Work with me, baby. Work with me.
It's coming through a bit clearer.
Oh, okay. I have my VPN like up there so I can see. It tells me the upload and download speed. Okay. Yeah, around technical difficulties for living in China. My apologies. Yeah. But yeah. Yeah, I know with Walt Fenos, I know it was Tumblr that you started following me because you used to comment on a lot of my comics, and that always made me smile. Yes, we will power through. Oh my gosh, well, Finos, your comment on my last, oh my gosh, but yeah, but Shimmer, you said you can, is it crashing again? Why?
It's back again.
Oh, geez, dang it. Why?
You would say which one is the one that normally gets it going.
I've been trying different ones. Partner reveal.
Hi.
Um,
Try this one.
yes, that's why it's near the top of the list. Sorry, everyone.
It's only one megabyte. That's weird. Mine's going up to 5.
Okay. It's starting. I'm wondering if you're like. But the problem is that like, if I kick you out, then you can't mod.
No, I'll see if I can go by data on my phone.
Okay, try that. Okay, we may have found a solution.
Oh no!
Yeah, I know, but still, could you try that?
Yeah.
Okay, we might have figured something out to make it so I'm the only one using the Wi-Fi, and partner who is modding will be using their phone and their data. So because theirs is working perfectly fine. So they may be sucking up the VPN energies. I know that's not how it works, but either way, it seems to be. Okay, it was holding. Seems to be holding strong. Is it going well? You will have to tell me because I don't know. Ahoy! Aha! Life! Hello, Net. Welcome. Yeah, we've just mostly been chatting and stuff like that. It says, AMA, ask me anything, but what did you miss? You missed my VPN crashing. And me just talking. But you'll be able to see what you've missed when this is uploaded after the stream is done, which will most likely be in like 40 minutes, unless something really goes wrong and I have to cut it short. But yeah, the joys of living in a country where YouTube is banned. But yeah, Onette, if you have any questions or you just want to say stuff, I've been asking other people questions. I asked them, where they found my comic. How'd you find it? When did you find it? Why did you start following? It's now an AUA. Ask you anything. So yeah, it's because early on, I remember one person messaging me on Instagram after I figured out how Instagram messaging works, because it's not exactly straightforward, and there were some messages that were like months old. But one woman messaging me saying that my comic helped her understand her stepson better. Yes, Michael. AEA, ask everybody anything. But yes, honestly, like getting messages from people and saying, why they started following or how my comic has helped them, honestly, like it keeps me going, honestly. Like there have been times where I'm like, well, in the past when my comic paid, like I have enough followers now that I'm like happy. But there was a time where I really stagnated, and it was like I had like less than 1,000 followers, and it was not climbing at all. It, there was a time I'm like, oh, I just want to stop. And then I would get messages from people and being like, no, I'm not going to stop. I'm not doing it for the numbers. I'm doing it for the people. Onette found her comics on Instagram a few months ago. I'm autistic, got diagnosed like 18 months. Congrats. I do art too. So I saw yours and was like, oh, hell yeah, I got to see this. Awesome. Yeah. Okay, I have to tell you a funny story. Oh, did we talk about the South Korea thing last time? About how we measured the passage of time?
I have no idea.
I don't think we did, but if we did, who cares? Being in... Hi, Susie! Great to see you! Well, great to see your text. I can't see you, but... So being in China makes it really cheap to fly around to other, East and Southeast Asian countries. And so last year in May, we flew to Seoul, South Korea. And that's when my Instagram page exploded. I have no idea what happened. Literally none. I'm guessing my comic got shared by somebody popular, because I just kept getting so many followers in such a short amount of time that we started just measuring the passage of time by how many followers I got. It's like, oh, I got 200 followers. We must have been out for like an hour, And it was just so incredible. But yeah, I have no idea why my Instagram just suddenly became really popular. There's a time when my Instagram follower count just eclipsed my Facebook follower count. It's gone back to Facebook being, more followers, but my Instagram still grows. And but yeah, is one thing I found though is Onette, I'm also Earthbound Epidemic on Instagram. You guys might have seen my comments. I believe I have, and I'll have to oh my god, just popped up in the chat. That just stole my focus. Oh my gosh, I'm kidding. I'm not dabbing. I'm too old to dab. But yeah, is one interesting thing. Oh dang. Slow down again. Okay, it looks like it's picked.
Yep, there it goes.
There it goes. Okay. But yeah, is shoot, with Twitter, like Tumblr and DeviantArt, because I'm in my 30s. Those are the ones. What I'm doing, I'll learn along the way. And it was funny. I started posting my comic on Twitter. Oof. We bought again. It's a good thing I have no plans on becoming like a professional YouTuber, or this would be, sending out energy for good internets. We will need it. Just need to find a good server.
Just be patient. Let it kick
Okay.
it and let it go.
All right. So as I was trying to say, and he said he couldn't, and I was very confused. It turns out that Twitter had defaulted me to be a private account, so no one could share anything. So no one but my friend was seeing. It may be that it's Saturday night, so everybody's online playing League of Legends. But yeah, well, Finis, I may have a solution live stream, like it's a live. Just keep talking. Usually when I do these live streams,
It's gone completely flat. Should I just tell them this?
Oh, I see. Live streaming like a picture. That works. It'd be like a podcast.
That would definitely reduce the load.
Man, thank you, Walt Finos. You're really smart. The only reason why I'm as good as I am when it comes to online stuff is because I am persistent and will constantly beat my head against brick wall until it breaks. And things work. But yeah, it looks like things are working again. We'll see how long that lasts. But yeah, I like that podcast idea where it's because I don't know how things work.